I'm back live. I know it's been a while. I know my live scheduling can be erratic, but again, I just don't want to go live just talking about anything. I want to have a reason or a purpose for going live. But shout out to everybody that's here on this Friday night. Hopefully you had a great work week and you're ready for an even greater weekend. We got a lot that's going on, people. We had the recent Supreme Court ruling as far as gun control, or their ruling on guns, and also this on Roe v. Wade. Right, I had heard rumblings over the last year or so about Roe v. Wade being overturned, and I said to myself, not only would that kick up a hornet's nest, but it would also be very interesting to see where we are as a society, especially as American people, where we are at. And we are at a situation where we have this culture war that's going on. And this culture war has affected everybody. I recently made a video about the actress, Hold on a second. Taraji P. Henson, and how she wanted to leave America because it's gotten too political. It's gotten too political with Taraji. She ready to go. And it's because of the environment that these celebrities have created. They have created an over-political society with the always going at Donald Trump and conservatives. We're going to get into it. Let's see who's here. Let's see. So shout out to the moderators, the channel members. Appreciate y'all being here. Severe, Trill, Sydney, Lando, Dion, Eric, Luke Cage, Renee Cooley, Dart, all after high school, boot camp. Let's see. Falcon DX, Rennie, Derek. I probably already said Derek. Gerald, Ryan, Wanda, Sleepy, Fezzik, Zeke, Damon, Treyway, Baruchus, Eric, B Friends, Kenneth was good. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. This ruling again, it's caused a very big backlash, and I'm going to actually play some of the clips of these celebrities losing their minds. It was good, Brian, Tony, be for real, Diaquita, my people first, William. And just the meltdown these people are having. Because, see, they're not used to being told no. We have a society, especially a lot of privileged women. You males, you want to be women. What's up, D? Make sure y'all like the stream. And you have all these. I couldn't believe when I saw the, and I'm going to play it. When I saw all these reactions from these guys, right? And it's very interesting because in these situations, it takes two. It takes two people to make a child. So unless a lot of you guys are going to marry these women, you need to stop swinging your member east and west, north and south, because a lot of that's going on too. But women need to be accountable for their bodies, period. They want to say, my body, my choice. Well, stop sleeping with men that you find halfway attractive. Stop having one night stands with no protection with men you just met. You see, these women don't want any accountability. What's good, Be Fierce? They want to be able to get screwed by random men, by men that they know on Facebook, Instagram, hell, even YouTube. They don't want any accountability. They want free reign to just be stupid. These people want the right to have no accountability for their bodies. There's a reason why certain women are single. Have y'all wondered why there are certain women that are single and certain women that aren't? There are women who've been married for years. They haven't been single in a long time. How come they can get a man and keep one, but a lot of you loose heifers can't? You see, these Western women think they're men. And they see how men can go and screw a bunch of women, right? They think they can do the same. But see, the difference is if a man wears a condom, those women ain't getting pregnant. Or if he pulls out in time, she's not getting pregnant. If you allow a man to have unprotected relations with you and he doesn't do one of those two things, you're going to get pregnant and you're going to be having that child. The fact that women are mad about this when they didn't even actually read up on what Roe v. Wade really is and why the Supreme Court is saying, you know what, we're going to move this back to the states. All this misinformation to provoke you heifers to do something stupid. And let me just speak to the alphabet community. If you don't date a woman, or if you're not married to a woman and you're a man, I'm saying if women aren't your preference, or let's say you're a woman and men aren't your preference, you like to have relations or date same gendered people, why are you in your feelings? That's the thing I want to know. What do you gain from Roe v. Wade? You're not going to be going to the Supreme Court. You're not going to be having, you're not going to the Supreme Court, but you're not going to have your cases, heard and be able to fight any type of abortion bans, or your state saying, no, you can't get an abortion here. And they want to fight it like they fight everything else nowadays, right? Well, I'm looking at something. If I'm spacing out, it's because I'm looking at something. But they say that Roe v. Wade was a way to protect women's bodies, right? Their right to choose. But y'all choose the wrong men. You choose the wrong men. So how about you choose the right men to avoid having to get an abortion in the first place? How about that? How about you actually go and read up on these laws and actually go and see why the government, especially the Supreme Court, feels like this is a state issue. It's not a government issue. So when you see all these people losing their minds, like these celebrities, why are you losing your mind? If and what's fun is that you have guys, right? Most of these guys that are getting in their feelings ain't even married to a woman. Lebron is married, yes. RG3 is married. But some of you other guys, you're not married. And LeBron, especially a lot of these black athletes, if they actually do the numbers or do the research on the numbers, you will see that these abortions affect black people negatively because there's a lot of black babies being aborted. And what's funny is that the same people that were upset about the Uvalde shootings, they are mad because of this. So you want the right to abort children, but you're mad about what happened in Uvalde. You want me to believe that you love children, but you're mad because you can't abort them? What does that tell you about our society and where we're at? I've seen a bunch of Caucasian women melting down. Make sure y'all like this stream. I've seen, and I'm going to play it. You've seen a bunch of Caucasian middle class women. Some of them probably date women, and they're the maddest out of everybody. Because see, Caucasian women have been able to use their bodies to benefit them financially and socially. Look at the Me Too movement. They've been able to shame their way into power positions with feminism. And by the way, any man that supports feminism is a joke, and he will not get any respect from me or anybody else. Some of you guys are okay with a woman being your boss and pushing you around. Not me, especially when she's ignorant and can't even do her own job. So how is she going to boss anybody around? What's good, Daisy? Shout out to Robert Lee. All the contraceptives available, but they want abortion. That's the problem. Why do you want abortion? What do you want abortion for? When you have all these ways of not getting pregnant, and they have every excuse in the book. Some women will say they're allergic to condoms. You're allergic to condoms. Yeah, that's why you have all those children. That's why you catch an ABC here or there. And they will tell you they can't wear condoms because they're allergic to them. They'll tell you they can't take contraceptives because it'll make them gain weight. Well, you need to do something. Because y'all know these women are not just sleeping with one man or two men. These women are sleeping with multiple men at the same time. There's a story out there about a woman who got pregnant twice because she has two V spots. That's what I'm gonna say. She got two V spots on her body. She was born. She has two V spots, right? And she got pregnant by two different men, which will tell you. I will tell you that she definitely was screwing two men at the same time because she got pregnant by two different men because she has two different spots. That's how loose these women are. They're grabbing Dizzics here and there and everywhere. And she probably wasn't just sleeping with those two different men. She probably was sleeping with three or four at the same time. And I want y'all to understand that these women want the right to get used up, to get smashed by different men, whether the men be married, whether the men be single. Well, they're not attracted to single men, but no matter if the guy has like 25 children, these women want the right to be loose and sleep with multiple men at the same time. They want the right to be able to have multiple men and multiple options, and abortion affords them, if they get pregnant by a guy that they don't like. What's good, David? If they get pregnant by a guy they don't like or they're not attracted to, who they think won't be a good father, they will abort that child. I did a live stream some time back, right? There's a woman who has multiple children, right? She's an Instagram model. She talked about how even though she has children, she had multiple abortions. Like it was nothing. I know that box is messed up. Her mind is messed up. Her box is messed up. Who's going to want that? Who's going to want that? She's damaged goods. I don't care how good a woman looks on the outside. But what about the inside? What about the inside, family? We can't overlook that. Not at all. Shout out to Robert Lee. Abortion gives modern women an excuse to be promiscuous.
Abortion gives modern women an excuse to be promiscuous. Abortion should be available to victims of assault and those with dangerous pregnancies.
Right. There should be a valid reason to get that. But the problem is a lot of these women are just sleeping around and getting pregnant. You got women that are probably married who are getting pregnant and they want to go and terminate that baby before their husband find out because they told their husband they couldn't have children. Just straight up lying. And abortion gives them an opportunity to get out of their situation. And the thing is, you got these dumb athletes who are siding with them. You got these athletes who, not siding with them, but these athletes that are pushing this propaganda as if Roe v. Wade being overturned means these women could never get an abortion, or that it's an attack on their rights, so to speak. So understand this, people. These people are not your heroes. They're not your friends. These are highly paid, ignorant puppets who do what they're told. You know, I saw an interesting comment thread. They was talking about Dwayne Johnson. Shout out to Be Friends.
Getting ran through tears of joy, tears of
but
joy.
They getting ran through. They love
joy.
it. And people are talking about how he basically he basically plays the same character in every film. And they brought up the fact of what happened with Joe Rogan, how he bent the knee to he bent the knee to the woke mob when it comes to Joe Rogan. And he always tries to keep his image a certain way. He will distance himself from people he called his friends in order to do so. Right? That's the type of person these celebrities are. They're willing to say and do whatever it takes to not get canceled. And you got to ask yourself, get canceled for what? For being friends with somebody that the mob doesn't like? That is a terrible way to live. So we're going to get into these videos. All right. We're going to get into these videos. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Let me get that. There's on music.
Wait a minute, Hot Girl Summer is on hold? LMFAO.
Shout out to Mr. Speak on it. Yeah, it's on hold for right now. But these heifers are relentless, man. These are some relentless heifers, man. They are relentless. Okay. And I put on the screen. Let's see. Here we go. Now this video is this is via the Buzzer Beater YouTube channel. Shout out to the Buzzer Beater YouTube channel. I'm referencing this video from them. All right, if y'all want to go and follow the channel, you can. Let's see. Tyson Halliburton. I hope these men are married to good women and have families. That's what I want to know. America's ideal of freedom is lost if women aren't free to make decisions over their own bodies. Yes, bro, come on, man. RG3, you're a smart person, but you're acting dumb here. And make sure y'all like the stream. Yeah, Sue Bird ain't sleeping with no men. What abortions is she gonna have? But listen, Robert, women do have the right to make decisions over their bodies. You see with Roe v. Wade, they wanted other people to make decisions on their bodies. See, this is the reversal bullshit that I'm talking about. So women have every right to stop sleeping around. They have every right to stop having unprotected relations with men that they're not in a relationship with, because trust me, the women that are getting abortions is because they're getting pregnant from their sleeping around with men they're not in relationships with, that they're probably not that attracted to, but in that moment they were, right? It's crazy. And these are supposed to be intelligent black men. Yeah, except for the jab mandates. They wanted to force people to get the jab. They didn't care about a person's right to refuse that. Now we got Josh Hart, who, again, I hope this is a black man with a black woman that has a black family, talking about our country is moving backwards. Well, like I said, I hope you have a family. I hope you have a good woman, right? And that you have a family if you think that things are going backwards. Because all you athletes talking, I hope you have a good woman at home and you're not sleeping around and cheating and doing all this other stuff, trying to play the moral police. I don't want to hear no morality coming from people who do nothing but cheat and on the women that they're with anyway.
This whole Roe Wade thing is one of those moments where athletes should just shut up and play ball.
I agree, Zeke. Appreciate that, man. You say he's asking the question. Well, I know. Okay, the key say he's asking the question. Well, he's asking the question because he wants to know why the country's going backwards. So it could be perceived like he's in support of it being overturned, but in reality, he's asking a question because he's asking the question, I guess, to people who are, or maybe I'm reading it wrong, but there's a reason why it's a compilation. It's in a compilation because people believe that he supports the outrage that is going on Roe v. Wade. So if he doesn't, then that's my bad. But honestly, he's asking this question because it was basically rhetorical. How is our country moving backwards? That's like, how can this happen? Like something like that, right? It could mean that he's saying like, how in 2022 is our country moving backwards, But still, I hope he's with a good woman. And this is from Cam Hayward. He plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He says, it's a shame we are going backwards. To take away a woman's choice and think progress was made is BS. It's a tough decision, but it's their decision. He say, leave it at that. That's what he's saying. Again, man, I hope you brothers have a good woman that you're not cheating on, that you're not paying other women to get abortions, because I've heard that from some of you athletes. You paying women to get abortions that you're cheating on your wife and your girlfriends with. Maybe that's why you're in support of abortion, because it's a way for you to make up for your mistakes. All right? Got another intelligent one, in quotation marks. This is from Richard Jefferson. It says, yesterday, 50 years of Title IX celebration. Today, overturning Roe v. Wade, the definition of we've come so far and still have so far to go. Huh? Like, what are you talking about, Richard Jefferson? How are we going backwards? So women haven't progressed. So women haven't progressed in the last 50 years. Look at all the quotas in corporate America or in some of these other jobs across America, where not only does a large, not large, but a equal percentage of women should be hired, but they're also being put in supervisor roles. Okay. Now women suck at sports, so maybe that's why you don't see them progressing, or at least basketball and now they're very good in tennis, but But what I want to know from Richard Jefferson is, how have they not progressed in the last 50 years? America bends over backwards to make sure that women are successful. Do you know what's the crazy? No, do you know why they say this? Is because men do it so easily. Because us as men, we know that we have to put in that work to be great. Women expect to be put in a situation, in a role, to be successful. We don't. We know we got to work for it. Roe v. Wade did absolutely nothing to stop a woman's progress. What it does, it makes a lot of you heifers more accountable for your actions. Billie Jean King said the Supreme Court has struck down Roe v. Wade, which for nearly 50 years has protected the right to abort. Yeah, to kill babies, if that's what the right to kill babies. This decision will not end abortion. What it will end is the safe. See, that's the key word. This decision will not end abortion. So what are y'all mad about? What the hell are y'all mad about? Why are y'all trying to riot over this if the decision doesn't end abortion? I mean, unless a lot of y'all are having abortions every year, which I would not doubt. I would not doubt that there's a woman out there, every year she has at least one abortion because she's too loose with her box and she's having all this unprotected relations. So they need an abortion clinic to, and they don't want these states to be able to, take away that right. But if you would stop being careless with your bodies, you wouldn't need abortion. There are women out there that have never had abortion. What it will end is the safe and legal access to vital medical procedure. Right. It is a sad day in the United States. What's a sad day is watching a lot of you riot and loot in 2020 over George Floyd. Okay. Did not like how he lost his life, but I did not like what y'all did in those cities. Okay. That was unexcusable. And it really didn't do anything. No laws were really passed. You put up a statue here. You put up some murals there, but no laws were passed to protect black men. Not one. Not one law was put out there to protect black people. Not one. Y'all wanted to defund the police. They gave the police more money. So y'all did all that shit in 2020 and nothing changed. Except for BLM getting paid, right? There go Josh Hart again. There he go again. He says, to the women in this country, I'm sorry. So we got an answer to that question. You see this? This is a complete joke. You athletes do nothing but womanize. You run through women. You disrespect them, but you want to claim you're sorry for the women of this country. Now, Josh Hart may be different, but your counterparts are not different. Amon Shumpert said out of his own mouth that the Cleveland Cavaliers knew Tristan Thompson was cheating on Khloe Kardashian. And they didn't say anything, but they knew he was cheating on his girlfriend. And that whole team, they didn't say nothing. What's with this fake I love women? No, you love to womanize and run through women. This is why I talk about these athletes and it pisses y'all off. They're not that intelligent. They're good at shooting a basketball, but they don't know anything about life. They do no research. They get on social media and they put this bullshit out here and they expect people to respect their opinions. I'm not apologizing to none of these heifers. You know why? Because I haven't disrespected any of them. I don't run through them and force them to get abortions like some of your counterparts have done. What about Diddy, right? I might see one from Diddy. Out of Diddy's side chick's mouth, she said that he forced her to have an abortion. What do you have to say about that, Josh Hart? Shout out to Zeke.
Seeing what Josh Hart has said makes me think of a Dave Chappelle quote. What a biggity bish.
Right. Damon Harris, this is about power and the war on women. Scary, scary. We got another idiot. Damon Harris, you are one dumb jackass. You hear me? It's, a lot of you guys probably got through college because you had people doing a lot of your work for you so you can play football and basketball, but you didn't actually read up on politics and read up on a lot of the big social topics of the last 40, 50 years. You didn't do none of that. See, this is what I'm talking about. The war on women. Let a woman, Damien, get married to you, divorce you, and threaten to take half of your money. Let a woman expose you for cheating on your girlfriend or wife. And we're going to see if there's truly a war on women out here, or just a lot of you guys are just ignorant as hell. You see, there is no war on women. These women are out of control, brother. And y'all are too stupid to see it. I don't know if because you were raised by women. Listen, I don't care how many women I'd be raised by. It's not going to dilute the truth. And the truth is Roe v. Wade is not going to change anything of the everyday woman. The only women that care about it are women who are politically stupid and women who like getting abortions. Getting abortions to them is like, getting a tummy tuck or, getting their hair done, their nails done. It's nothing to them because they don't have so many of them. They have no care for human life. Anybody who's sitting up here who are mad about this Roe v. Wade being overturned, y'all don't care about human life, which is why you are where you are. A lot of you dudes are soulless. You have no soul. You're broken, but you did it to yourself. Of course, we got Barack Obama. You talk about a guy that wants everything to be like it is, right? He wants things to be screwed up and mixed up. This is the chief leader of that. This is from Barack Obama. Shout out to Rennie, nostalgia. They're just supporting. It's refreshing to hear sense in the midst of libs foaming from their mouths. Appreciate that, Rennie. Shout out to you. All right. Yeah, they're losing their minds and it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening because they're spewing a bunch of nonsense. But this is what Obama had to say. Today, the Supreme Court not only reversed nearly 50 years of precedent, it regulated the most intensely personal decision someone can make to the whims of politicians and ideologues, attacking the essential freedoms of millions.
It's refreshing to hear sense in the midst of libs foaming from their mouths.
Thank you, Rennie. Goes on to say, millions of Americans. Well, let me tell you something, Barack. I know you want everything to be sunshines and rainbows and, mixed up genders. That's the type of world Barack Obama wants, okay? A guy that was an empty suit his entire presidency, This is from Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark said, to all the women who are hurting today, I see you. I'm so sorry that the country moved backwards today, praying with you all. This is another married simp who wants to get on here and he wants to apologize to all women. Let me tell you something, Ryan. You need to tell those women the truth. They are sexually irresponsible and they have nobody to blame but themselves. The government is it should not be involved in the decision making of women. This decision today by the Supreme Court basically said this is not up to us, it's up to your individual states. Ryan Clark, you are one of the dumbest, most cowardly, ignorant males I've ever seen. You're a married sucker and a simp. You're a loser. I used to have an ounce of respect for you, but that has long gone. Males like you make us all look bad. All right. And you actually are the weak link on the Pivot podcast. You're sitting there like you're some type of counselor when really you're just there just to be there. Okay. The other two guys are actually there. They seem to serve a purpose. You serve none. Okay. And this proves it to all the women hurting today. What about all the women who are killing babies? Why don't you talk about that, Ryan? These women are sleeping around, don't even know the last name of the men they're sleeping with. They only know a nickname. Never been to his house, never met his family. They're meeting a man at a gas station or a Walmart, at a party, at a club, having relations with him, unprotected. And they're getting pregnant and they're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? They want to run to the clinic, right? A lot of you males are sick and you're disgusting. And I see why a lot of these women don't respect you, because I definitely don't. You're a loser. I don't care what your accomplishments is. I look down upon males like you because of your ideology. I look down upon males like you because of your weird, weak ideology. I don't care if you played in the NFL. I don't care if you graduated from college. That means nothing to me. I don't care if you're a family man. You're a DNC supporting married man, which means you probably don't even wear the pants in your own marriage. That's what I see. I don't know who this is, but she was retweeted by Amy Wambach. Comfort to every human being who feels afraid right now. I feel afraid too. It's okay to feel afraid and tender now. Soon the anger returns and we'll fight like bloody hell. First the pain, then the mother effing something. Whatever. You need to fight for your right to stop sleeping around with different men. Shout out to everybody this year. Shout out to Anthony. Ryan Clark, the type of man that would not be comfortable with telling his wife no. Absolutely not. Ryan Clark has probably never told his wife no.
Ryan Clark is the type of man that would not be comfortable with telling his wife no.
He'd be like, do I have to? I have to. Your wife wear the pants, man. Your wife is out here running things. You ain't. LeBron James too. Savannah runs that household. She made your son. She tried to clown your son and you didn't do nothing. But now you want to get on social media and you want to talk about how we are backwards as a country. You want to talk about how backwards we are as a country? Y'all want to talk about things that don't really matter.
Does LeBron James know that his own mom was only 16 years old and single when she gave birth to him?
Mm-hmm.
Planned
Right.
Parenthood likely wanted her in the clinic.
Yeah. He could have been aborted. They could have been no LeBron James, but these guys, they don't think about that. They don't think about that. They just like, well, I want to get the retweets and likes, so I got to say the popular thing because I want people on my side. What a joke. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. Oh, it gets better. We have another video, but this is actually a compilation video of random people, I believe, on TikTok. This is according to the Daily Caller's shorts. Okay? Let me get on screen. This is via the Daily Caller. This is going to be even more funny.
This Supreme Court is going to have rivers of blood on its hands.
Oh,
congratulations.
look at that. Look at these white women. Y'all, the white women are upset, man. All these bitter, angry white women, they're all mad. Now here we have this guy who doesn't like women. Well, he likes men, but he doesn't like women, but he's upset.
You successfully managed to control women's bodies that much more. Do you think Invisible Man-Made Sky Daddy will love you now?
This guy doesn't even like women. So what is he talking about? Drake tried to pay for one too. This guy right here doesn't even like women. So why are you in your feelings? These ain't looks creepy.
Women no longer have autonomy over their own bodies. Thank you, f***ing Supreme Court.
I knew this was coming. I knew it was going to happen.
Look at the white women are upset. Y'all want to know who's tearing this country apart? It's these bitter, middle-aged Caucasian women who are bitter because they weren't able to have hot girl summers. They married a guy that they hate, and they feel like they wasted their life. So they're bitter at the world, and to them, these type of issues make them angry.
But I'm still shocked.
An abortion saved my life, and it saved the lives of my 2 subsequent children.
They f***ing did it. They f***ing did it. I declare.
Make no mistake, these religious wackos want to take all your rights away.
Nothing like a weirdo atheist to blame religion when a lot of you complainers wouldn't be here if your parents decided to either pull out on the bed or go to an abortion clinic.
I am beyond upset right now. I literally want to leave this country.
Second day of
leave. Hey, leave. If y'all want to leave, leave. Bye. Go to a country that's going to treat you, that you think is going to treat you better than America. It ain't going to happen. Any country you go to is going to be patriarchal unless you go to in Australia or you go to one of these European countries. But you go anywhere else, men run those countries. That's a fact.
And I already don't have reproductive rights. Great.
I am horrified, quite frankly, disgusted, and just incredibly sad. This isn't anything new. Obviously, the entire country is founded off the oppression of black people and brown people.
Oh, here she go, virtue signaling black people and brown people. But she looks like if you say the wrong thing to her, she will call you the N-word. I want y'all to be very careful of white liberals like this, because if you say the wrong thing to them, they will call you the N-word. I saw where there was this, I believe, a Caucasian woman that called Clarence Thomas the N-word, like on Twitter. No shame at all. So you got white racist liberals who claim to love everybody, who want to virtue signal black people, but where the reparations at? I want you Caucasian heifers who claim you love black people You need to go out there and campaign for reparations, but you're not going to do it because it doesn't benefit you. You white liberals are disgusting people. Absolutely disgusting. You look disgusting. You're weirdos. You hate God. But guess what? At the end of the day, God always wins.
And has consistently sought to oppress those humans, LGBTQ people, and women. Like, I would hardly consider our government a democracy.
She looked like she be taking all types of pills. You know? She looked like she done took all types of pills. Like she may have snorted a few lines, you know, drank right before she did this video.
At all. So trying to make change on large scale feels almost impossible at this point.
If you're somebody that takes birth control as a medication, especially if you are somebody who is dependent on that for medical reasons like me, I would call your doctor right now and ask for as many refills as you can possibly get. If you're able to, I would buy out that prescription. If you have to see them for an appointment to get another prescription refilled, I would do it. Get a virtual, do something.
All right, so Roe v. Wade has been overturned, but let's look at the bright side. Oh wait, there is none. This is gonna...
And I just went live showing these lunatics protesting. Well, Angela C, send me the video on either on Twitter or on my email. See what's going on with these weirdos.
Kill a lot of people, and our Supreme Court is just full of politicians at this point. So
we as women now have no bodily autonomy. And worse, everyone can now look forward to zero right to privacy.
Yo, who's screwing this? Nobody's trying to get you pregnant. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is trying to get you pregnant. If they are, they are desperate. I will say that.
Because that, as they have just said with Roe, is no longer considered a constitutional protection. Thanks, conservatives. You just f***ed over the entire country.
You guys, I hope you do not hags as in have a great summer. I hope it's really fucking shitty for you. You.
It's time we stand up to these authoritarian maniacs. Our voices will not be silenced.
The Supreme Court just overturned Roe v. Wade. And I'm quite certain RBG just rolled over in her grave.
I seriously feel like I'm about to lose my shit right now.
Oh.
I have to say that I am completely devastated to be an American today. The Supreme Court, the highest legal mind.
Yo, all of these people look like straight up weirdos, man. They all look like they get coked out of their minds, pop a lot of pills. That look like what they be doing, man. And I bet you these are people, I guarantee you, if a black person moves to their neighborhood, they are moving out, okay? They don't like black people. They pretend to like them. But when they get pissed, and I see a lot of them blaming Clarence Thomas, they're attacking Clarence Thomas online because he's a black man in the Supreme Court, and they already hate that. But he's a black conservative man that doesn't give a fuck about none of them. And he's more intelligent than them, and they hate that. He's more successful than them, and they hate that. These people look crazy.
In our land that we cannot elect have just told us that a man's right to carry a gun is more important than my right to regulate my own body. And I just don't know what to think about that. I'm devastated.
Stay off the pills.
Still scared and can't believe that it really, really happened. This is so much bigger than abortion. This is an attack on human rights. This is an attack on privacy. This is getting in between doctors and their patients and safe medical care.
They keep saying that, but that's not what it is, you know? Like this one, she says this one said blood was going to be in the streets. Well, go do something. Go do something. You white liberal heifers are why this country is where it is. And what you don't understand is that without strong men making strong decisions, you're not going to have protection at all. All right? And you're going to be left to the savages. All right? A lot of you white women have been lied to, just like black women have been lied to. A lot of you white liberal women have been lied to, and you don't understand that you want to undo this country for what reason? To make you feel better? You're not going to gain any power. Men like Joe Biden are always going to be your leaders. They're always going to be on top of that power pyramid. White males are always going to be on top of that liberal, feminist, SJW, that stack, the weirdo stack. There's always going to be a white male right at the top. He just doesn't care who's in the underneath him. He doesn't care how weird you are. He doesn't care how crazy you are. As long as he's able to stand at the top, that's where he's going to be. And a lot of you women think that, man, if we just do this and we do that, women can be in charge. Women will never allow any of you coked out, weird, dumb heifers to ever have any type of power whatsoever. You are delusional if you think that you will ever have power in this country. This is why a lot of Caucasian women ended up voting for Trump, because they realized at the last second, I actually like the way things are. I don't want to change things. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But some of y'all want to go down that rabbit hole. But you know what? You know what's going to be at the end of that? Destruction. Okay? And it's not going to be good for you at all. But that's the delusion that these women are under. Disgracefully ignorant. Let me get this off the screen real quick. What's going? LeBron James, you're an idiot, man. What's going on? It's a lot of you males, man. You have a conservative type family. You have a wife. You have children. What I don't get is, why do you have such a problem with female accountability? You know what I noticed? You got men who attack other men for holding women accountable. Can y'all believe that? It's like you're an agent of these bitter, ignorant women. I'm just looking to see if that clip was sent to me. I'd play it real quick. But shout out to everybody. I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna replay it for y'all so y'all can see the ignorance. I'm talking about there's gonna be blood in the street. How about you go raise your children and stay off the coke, okay?
Congratulations, you successfully managed to control women's bodies that much more. Do you think invisible man-made Sky Daddy will love you now?
Women no longer have autonomy over their own bodies. Thank you, Supreme Court.
I knew this was coming. I knew it was gonna happen, but I'm still shocked.
An abortion saved my life, and it saved the lives of my 2 subsequent children. They fucking did it. They fucking did it. I declare.
Make no mistake, these religious wackos want to take all your rights away.
I'm disgusted. I am beyond upset right now. I literally want to leave this country.
Second day of 19 and I already don't have reproductive rights. Great.
I am...
I haven't seen not one attractive woman yet, man. I haven't seen not one attractive woman who, when she walks out of the house, she immediately gets attention from, high caliber men. I haven't seen one yet.
Horrified, quite frankly, disgusted, and just incredibly sad. This isn't anything new. Obviously, the entire country is founded off the oppression of Black people and brown people, and has consistently sought to oppress those humans, LGBTQ people, and women. Like, I would hardly consider our government a democracy at all. So trying to make change on large scale feels almost impossible at this point.
If you're somebody that takes birth control as a medication, especially if you're somebody who is dependent on that for medical reasons like me, I would call your doctor right now and ask for as many refills as you can possibly get. If you're able to, I would buy out that prescription. If you have to see them for an appointment to get another prescription refilled, I would do it. Get a virtual, do something.
All right, so Roe v. Wade has been overturned, but let's look at the bright side. Oh, wait, there is none. This is going to kill a lot of people, and our Supreme Court is...
What people... You know what? What people is it going to kill? How is it going to kill people? They're saving lives, which means a lot of you either going to be responsible with your bodies or you're not. There might be children that are definitely going to be saved. Y'all see the stuff they just say just to be said. This is what happens when you don't hold women account, not just women, but a lot of these liberals, when you pander to them and you treat them like children, this is how they react when you tell them no. When you tell them no, this is how they react. They don't like being told no. They don't like when you hold them accountable. They hate that stuff. They think they're not supposed to be held accountable. They think that the rules don't apply to them.
Just full of politicians at this point. So
we as women now have no bodily autonomy. And worse, everyone can now look forward to zero right to privacy, because that, as they have just said with Roe, is no longer considered a constitutional protection. Thanks, conservatives. You just f***ed over the entire country.
Fuck you guys. I hope you do not hags, as in have a great summer. I hope it's...
This is the type of Gen Z type woman that you have right here. You could just tell, don't know what's going on. You're sitting in a car with shades on, or wherever with shades on. You're just oblivious to everything. This country is falling apart, and y'all are concerning yourselves with controllable things. You can control getting pregnant. Yes, you can. You can control getting pregnant unless you're assaulted. Now, that's a different story. But for the most part, a lot of y'all just like to sleep with a lot of different men at the same time. But you Gen Z women, you millennial women, just embarrassments.
really fucking shitty for you. F you.
It's time we stand up to these authoritarian maniacs. Our voices will not be silenced.
The Supreme Court just overturned Roe v. Wade.
How many skeletons in the closet y'all think that guy has? These people, especially like the vocal males, they probably have so many skeletons in their closet, man. And they're out here like they're fighting for women.
I'm quite certain RBG just rolled over in her grave.
I seriously feel like I'm about to lose my shit right now.
I have to say that I am completely devastated to be an American today. The Supreme Court, the highest legal minds in our land that we cannot elect, have just told us that a man's right to carry a gun is more important than my right to regulate my own body.
No, for the government to regulate your body.
And I just don't know what to think about that.
See, that's the thing. They want the government to step in. They don't want autonomy. Y'all need to stop using that word. No, you want to be able to control the narrative, and you want to be able to have as many chances to have things on your side. And what happens is that this is no longer something that you can use in your favor, you feel. So you want to act like things are just bad. Things have been bad for years. Where have you been? Where have you been?
I'm devastated.
Still scared and can't believe that it really, really happened. This is so much bigger than abortion. This is an attack on human rights. This is an attack on privacy. This is getting in between doctors and their patients and safe medical care.
That's a lot of Karen energy there, man. That's a lot of Karen energy. These are the same type of people that will stop you as a black person from entering a building because they don't think you belong there. But look at them on social media crying. Like, what are you scared of? What? You scared that men are going to be men again? You know, this is why you have these women support the Democratic Party, because it panders to them. The conservatives do not. And that's why they hate them. You got these beta males that side with them, because that's all I see when I look at a male Democrat. I see a beta male, an effeminate loser. Shout out to Chuzzy. Who knew that women not being able to legally delete their kids would be?
Who knew that women not being able to legally delete their kids would cause such a controversy?
You said, right. It's like, don't you want children to live? And they're like, no, we want to be able to, they want to be able to take those children out of this world. They hate children. Maybe because they had a messed up childhood. I don't know. But you need to get over that, because how can I feel any sympathy for you if you're out here supporting the abortion of babies when all you have to do is take better care of your body? But you don't do that. You just want to be able to double, dizzic, grab. You want to grab multiple dizzics at once. You don't want any type of accountability. You want to be able to do whatever, which is fine. Well, you know, you're going to have to go to your state because you can't go to the government crying about it. Y'all want to be able to sleep with a bunch of different men. I'm telling you, man, these women don't understand how this negatively affects your psyche. When you psychologically are getting what's in your womb killed, basically, that does something to you mentally. And I refuse to believe that it doesn't. And let me get on you males, you weak, pathetic losers. You weak, pathetic losers. You're not men. You're clowns. You get no respect. None. LeBron James, you're a sucker. See, he's a sucker. And his fans don't like that. But guess what? LeBron James fans, you're going to have to deal with it. Because any opportunity I get to go in on LeBron James, now I'm going to. Ryan Clark. I was contemplating doing a video on him and Sage Steele. I may end up doing that video. Ryan Clark got to be one of the dumbest, smart acting, lame, weak clowns I have ever seen. Josh Hart, he's another young, dumb loser. Who else? You got Richard Jefferson. You know, all he does is get clowned because people think he's a clown, right? He got clowned to his face right on national television. That's how low they think of you. That's why it was so easy to do that. Amber released a video called "Get Your Horn" today. And I was like, hold on, let me put that video back up, man. What's going on with Clarence Thomas, Brian? I'm gonna put this video back up. All right. There you go. All right. You got the sad music on. Again, Sue Bird, how are you gutted when you're not even with a man? You're not going to be having any abortions unless you out here secretly screwing men. I don't see where you're going to be out here having abortions. So what are you gutted about? Okay, I seen that about Clarence Thomas. The misinformation is real. Yeah, I seen that, Brian. We'll see where that goes. I think that things have gone too far, and I think people in America are starting to realize that. I think people in America are starting to realize that we've allowed the weirdos to run things into the ground, and we need to start undoing some of this stuff. All right? Yeah, it's got this sad music. We got smart, dumb males who I hope are respecting and loving the women that they're with. You better hope I don't see anything about you cheating and, you know what I'm saying, having children on the side. You better hope I don't see that. You're like, well, Jay, why are you talking about them? Well, I have very much a reason to talk about them. Oh, man. Am I good now? Okay, I'm good. Hold on, let me see. Because I had some buffering. So I don't know how long this stream is going to last because of the buffering. But let's play this. Look at that. To all the women in this country, I'm sorry. To all the women in this country, I am sorry. What? Like, bro, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're sorry? Sorry about what? Did you do something personally? For you to be sorry to all women? We need to expose this. What's good, the Revelator? What's going on? These beta males are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm not sorry to none of them, and neither should you. You haven't done anything to them. We don't. You see, the problem is if men don't stand up and say, you know what, my opinion is this and that, but I'm not going to sit here and get upset over something that really, at the end of the day, is not that important. We have other important issues like the homelessness issue that we have. What about the baby formula issue? What about the vaccine? Side effects. I believe a guy just got paid because he was injured by the jab. That kind of stuff to me is more important than Roe v. Wade. And a lot of you should be extending your energies to the fact that people don't have a place to stay. That these young males don't have any role models. They don't have any father figures. They don't have any big brother programs. And they're growing up in a single parent household because their mama chose a loser to be that child's father. How many women do we know date a guy that has a baby's father in jail? Or baby's father lost his life due to being in the streets? Which is sad. I'm not saying it isn't. But look at the men she's dating. Her baby father got 10 kids by 8 different women. I will never forget when I was in high school, there was this girl that was pregnant, right? And she told me, I think I asked her, who's the father? She says, she told me who the father was. And I was like, who? And she was like, it's this person. Like, you don't know him? Everybody know him. I guess he was some street dude. I'm like, I don't care about street dudes. Like I'm not out. I know street dudes that are probably from the area that I was from, but these other guys are not that important, so that's why I didn't know them. But you know them, but that's cool. You know, must not have been that big of a deal. I didn't know them, but they pride themselves on getting with these losers and raising these children in single parent households, right? And what happens is they go out and they sleep with men, and they don't want to have those children. That they abort those children, and they keep doing it. The cycle of dating men, aborting children, sleeping with men, aborting children. A lot of us wouldn't be here if our parents said, you know what, I don't want this child. Shout out to Wanda.
Democrats in this state are against the death penalty but for pro-abortion. You care about the criminals and want to kill unborn children.
Right.
They make themselves look asinine.
Yeah, that makes...
Jaye winking face.
Appreciate that, Wanda. Shout out to Wanda. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why does the criminals get more respect and more appreciation than unborn babies? That to me is weird, especially when these people have done vicious things. And you want to treat them with more courtesy than that unborn fetus. It's crazy. These are the times we are in, people. They care more about the losers who ruin their lives more so than those babies. Those babies have every right to have a chance to live. We should be worried about things that affect people who are here, not a law, basically that being something being dissolved that is going to go back to the states. We need to stop with this fake outrage. I'm tired of this fake outrage. And let me tell you something right now. We can't let what happened in 2020 happen this summer. And I would tell people, protect your property and protect yourself any way you see fit. If these clowns want to fight, then give them a fight. But people are not going to just let you just destroy stuff. So you can go out there and you can think that you're going to intimidate people and be destructive. Kyle Rittenhouse happened for a reason. All right. First of all, he should never have been out there in the first place because there should never have been any rioting out there in Wisconsin, but he went out there anyway. And a couple of useful idiots who, if you go read their backgrounds, you wouldn't miss them, decided that they wanted to be tough. There are a lot more important things than Roe v. Wade to you people. You people need to go and fix your situations instead of this fake outrage to get people angry.
LeBron and these other sports stars are pathetic.
I agree, franchise history. Appreciate it. To all the women who are hurting today, I see you. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Absolutely pathetic, man. Last bit of it. These are sad times we're in. Very sad times. And what I want y'all to know is that when I speak on these things, I speak on it because it needs to be spoken about. people might say, well, you know, you're a Trump supporter, you're a conservative, why are you saying these things? I'm just a man who sees that America is going in the completely wrong direction. Okay, Angela C, I got your video. Hold on. Let me play Angela C's video. We gotta see. We got more delusion going on. Let's see. Hold on. What's good, Bronx? I see you. What's up? Okay, hold on. Oh. Now this is from Angela. Hold on, let me see. Angela C's YouTube page. Hold on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. Y'all want to go over there and check out the video for yourself. This is Angela C's video. So we're gonna check out some weirdo behavior. This is a Roe v. Wade protest.
They're mad because they can't kill their babies. Look at this, y'all. I had to come down here. They got the cops. They got the cops. They mad because they can't kill their babies. Nope. Look at this shit. This is crazy. This is California. Fuck you. We have abortions. All this because they can't kill their kids. We got food shortage. We got the fucking inflation going on. We got so much going on, and they mad because they can't kill their kids.
And who you see the majority of Caucasian men and Caucasian women. Because these are the people, this is the generation of people who have lived in peace and prosperity. And they don't know what it's like to go without. They don't know what it's like to be in a wartime situation. Now, people say, well, Iraq, you know, was that. And I think in the early 90s, it kind of was. In the 2000s, it really wasn't, because we went in there and steamrolled in Iraq. It was really no fight, right? So we've never been in a prolonged, I'm talking about a couple of years, 5, maybe even 10 years of war. We've never been in those situations. We don't know what that's like. All we know is about our minor disputes. So here you have a bunch of privileged white people. None of them are probably attractive, who are mad because of a Roe v. Wade being overturned, when really it doesn't affect their state, especially if you're in California. If you're in California, I don't think they're going to stop abortions in California anytime soon. Okay? What's good, California girl? Make sure y'all like the stream.
Yep, you got the choice to keep your legs closed. You're exactly right. Your body, your choice. My choice. You don't have choice, people. Yep. Look at that. And you know, it's not that many out here.
And somebody came into my house, wrecking my shit.
The crime, fucking up my life. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Yo, Angela, you like the only black person out there. I think you're the only Negro out there, man. It's a lot of Caucasians out there. There's a lot of well-to-do Caucasians complaining. How about you stop sleeping with random men you meeting at gas stations and you're meeting at the club, right?
Look at that. Look at that. Trash. Trash, trash, trash. Look at that. No justice, no peace. Peace about what? Because you can't kill your babies? Look at that. Keep your laws off of our bodies. Nope. That's not how this works, ladies. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is disgusting.
Shout out to Andrew.
My thing is this won't affect abortion in certain states.
Right. Especially in California. Definitely not going to affect them. In these Democrat states, it's not going to really affect those places.
Heck yeah, we needed protest for Wisconsin. Black youths have 50% unemployment. Parents are underemployed.
Shout out to TJ.
And you can tell the liberals, they all look dirty. Look at them.
Yeah, liberals, especially Caucasian liberals, look like trash. Dusty, dirt. They look like all they do is pop pills, snort lines, right? Work, regular, jobs because they probably got college diplomas, but because they have no work ethic and they're lazy, right? Yeah, Angela, I think you was the only Negro out there. I think you was like the only one.
Look at that.
I wonder
They're
if
doing all this because they can't kill their babies.
I wonder if all these people put this type of energy into everything. Do you put all this type of energy into your relationships, into your jobs? I wonder, do they do that? I bet you they don't. These are lazy people who only know how to get up and go and do destructive things. And they claim black people are destructive. Nobody's more destructive than the white Caucasian, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Look at what they've done to this country. Yes, you have black people that are out of their minds and they do a lot of crazy things, but they do that within the confines of black communities. They only tear down black stuff, right? But you had Antifa, which is majority, if not all white, destroy property in black neighborhoods. And then they will do these protests in the middle of the city. Doing all this talking, I need some water.
It's not that many people out here. Good. It's not too many people. There's lots of people, but ain't that many. Abortion is murder! Look at all these murderers out here because they can't kill their babies.
Now, Angela, you're going to have all those good white folks trying to jump you out there, man. Be safe out there, man. They have those good white folks like, it isn't murder. Those good, upstanding Caucasian people, right?
We got inflation, food shortage, and you guys are worried about abortions? Losers! That's why they overturned it. Losers!
They're definitely losers. Look at this. Look at this. You got stereotypical, man. They look very stereotypical out there, man. No attractive women, no minorities except white people.
Yes. I had to come out here.
Now she got out of that. She got out of there, but
they're mad because they can't kill their babies. Look at this, y'all. I had to come down here. They got the cops. They got the cops.
Angela's brave. Yeah, Angela's definitely brave, man. I'm telling you, man. These white people are dangerous, man. What y'all? The white people will jump on you in a minute, especially if there's a bunch of them now. You saying stuff they don't like. Yeah, definitely be safe out there, man.
Nope. Look at this shit. This is crazy. This is California. Fuck you. We have abortions. All this because they can't kill
Shout
their
out
kids.
to Osmosis Reacts.
They got too much time on their hands.
Definitely.
Government literally said, it's up to the states.
Right.
Y'all vote on it.
Right.
But it's not a constitutional right.
Right. But I guess the last 50 years, they feel like they've been used to it, so it's supposed to be that. But it's not true. That's not true. You know. But they don't do the research. They look at the news and they say, oh, well, let's go and protest. You know, maybe, you know, it ain't even, as Angela C said, it ain't even a lot of people out here.
We got
as much as you would think it is.
Inflation going on. We got so much going on, and they mad because they can't kill their kids. Yep, you got the choice to keep your legs closed. You're exactly right. Your body, your choice. My choice. You don't have choice, people. Yep. Look at that.
You got Skid Row out there trying to protest. You literally got all of Skid Row out there trying to protest. They ain't got nowhere to go anyway. You got half Skid Row and you got half middle class white people.
I'm snitching on any chick trying to delete babies.
Right, I know that's right, Surshine. Appreciate that, man. You got like you got half a Skid Row out there, man. They ain't got nothing to do.
And somebody came into my house, wrecking my shit.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that dude was saying to you, Angela. Like he was trying to have a conversation, and you was kind of like, he trying to have a conversation, man.
Fucking up my life. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Jared said, I bet it musty out there.
Look at that. Look at that. Trash. Trash, trash, trash. Look at that.
Definitely trash. A whole lot of it. It's a whole lot of like Caucasian just trash out there.
No
Nothing to do.
justice, no peace. Peace about what? Because you can't kill your babies? Look at that. Keep your laws off of our bodies. Nope. That's not how this works, ladies. Look at this.
Look at a bunch of goofy banshees
This is
just
disgusting.
yelling.
And you can tell
Look at all the dust. It's definitely dusty out there, man. It's a lot of dust out there. It's a lot of dustiness out there.
dirty. Look at them. Ew, you can just tell.
Appreciate the brave sister that filmed this.
Right, so I appreciate it. It was Angela C. I put the video in the. Y'all can go and check the video out. Y'all can go over there in the comment section or whatnot. Y'all can check it out.
Look at that. They're doing all this because they can't kill their babies. Look at this shit. It's not that many people out here. Good. It's not too many people. There's lots of people, but ain't that many.
Yeah, OG, I want to know who's impregnating these women too. Because it ain't the men out there. None of those men are sleeping with any women. If they can get a woman. If they either like women or can get them.
Abortion is murder! Look at all these murderers out here because they can't kill their babies. We got inflation, food shortage, and you guys are worried about abortions? Losers! That's why they overturned it. Losers!
Angela going in.
Trash. Hate these people.
Yo, I seen they look over at you, Angela. Yeah, I seen them look over at you.
I had to come out here.
Yeah, Angela. Shout out to Angela C for getting this incredible footage from out there in California. They're calling themselves protesting. Looks like just a bunch of goofy people with nothing to do. That's what it looks like. Yeah, Angela C definitely was giving a piece of her mind. Absolutely. We needed a sane person out there. And it seemed like Angela C was the only sane person out there. You know? And we need more of that, you know? Now, like I said, it's good that, you know, Angela C is good, you know? Because it looked like them... It looked like those good, I'll tell you, those good white people they was about to turn up a little bit, man. It was in Sacramento. Okay, so that was out there in Sacramento. All right. It was out to her. I put the link in the chat room. Y'all can go over there and check it out, man. But yeah, man, you got people supporting aborting children. Aborting babies, excuse me. But they were crying and they were upset about Uvalde. And they really thought they was gonna get the Supreme Court to agree with the whole trying to gun grab, and they thought they would use that Uvalde situation to do it, and it just didn't do it. You know, these SJWs took back-to-back L's. They took an L with the guns, and they took an L with the abortion. Hey Jay, we call them hoe testers. But let's see. Let me take a few phone calls, just a few. Let's see what say. See if y'all want to chime in real quick. Yeah, shout out to Angela C for getting that great video.
I hope
footage.
Angela C can boxing glove these Karens. LeBron needs to worry about getting a 5th championship ring. Good video, Jay.
Thank you. Oh, them Karens can't fight. We already know that. They can't fight. But, you know, LeBron James has his defenders who are going to defend everything that he does, even if it's wrong. Right? But some of these people, man, they it's no surprising that they take that stance, you know. You know, Angela C said she got hands. I'm sure you do, because you had no care at all going out there. I'm sure you'd be able to handle them Karens, because them Karens cannot fight. They screamers, they're runners. They ain't about to fight. But I could see them getting pissed off. You know, you was around. They wanted to go out there and do all that protesting, but they really didn't want smoke with anybody. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's good you was able to get that video, and you know, nothing went down or anything. So to everybody that's here, anybody want to say a few words on this before I wrap the stream up? On this Friday night edition, man, this felt good. You know, I've been sitting back. I watched the BS, and it's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. But you know, we're going to continue to put the truth out there, because it needs to be put out there. It really does. Well, you see, you know, yeah, I believe there's going to be a lot of men out there, because it was going to get dragged out there by their wives or girlfriends. And two, you got a lot of weak men out here. You know, especially in more democratic areas, you got a lot of weak beta males who believe that they're fighting for women. They believe their goal is to fight for women. Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Jaye the Black? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. First of all, are these liberals aware that there is a documentary on Netflix that just came out not even a couple months ago that detailed that not only was Roe versus Wade a lie, the woman at the whole set, she was an ass clown.
Build cap at SIR Kai 87 Braun needs to focus on get past the Warriors.
Yeah.
Dub
a
Nation and
documentary
salute
just came
Jaye.
out about the Roe versus Wade incident. The woman at the center of it, not only was the whole thing a lie, it was like, but that's besides the point. You got all these guys in the NFL and the NBA. These are the same type of guys. They pay for women to get abortions.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yep.
And as far as I mentioned in the chat, there's one particular past NFL player who I had an incident with. And when I was a young man, he was a coach when I was training. I used to be an athlete back in the day, and I know this guy. Trust me, I'm gonna tell you just like this. He's not the type of guy who's gonna be friendly to any woman. So all this talk he's doing about protecting women and women's rights, trust me, he's the first guy to disrespect a woman.
That's how it be. That's how it be, man. These these fake male feminists, they be out here. They be the main ones like that be harassing these women. Like, yeah.
They see these women as objects, tools, sex objects, because their money and status makes these women flock to them and trust and believe they exercise their options more than anybody. But I'm going to just leave you with this.
Okay.
We're seeing right now that a lot of these black females, unfortunately, these melanated females, let's just be real. They prove to the world today that abortion for them is all about the fact that the whole black community is broken sexually. There's a lot of black females who they use sex as a way to pacify themselves from past trauma. They've been sexually active since they were young. And what's going on is black females have too many damn kids. Black females use abortion as a way of, they use abortion as a way of pacifying and remediating themselves because they don't want to be mothers. They want to be parents, somebody who maintains a child, but they don't want to be mothers because that's too damn hard. But, you know, great stream, Jaye. In Louisiana, down here right now, like I said, I'm from down the bottom New Orleans. Down here, you're not seeing a whole bunch of protesters. Honestly, down here, we know what the deal is. We know really and truly abortion is really for emergencies. It ain't about pacifying yourself every single time you get pregnant. But great stream. God bless you, my brother.
Okay, man. Thanks for the call in. All right. Appreciate it. Okay.
You.
All right, man. Shout out to Brian. Appreciate that, man. I'm telling you, man, abortion to these heifers is like getting a tummy tuck. That's what it is to them. Or like getting their face bitten, getting their lips done, or getting their face moved. That's what they see abortion as. Because they don't have any discipline. And you would think a woman would have more discipline with her body than a man does. Because we as men, we get horny, we want to screw, right? But women are the same way. But you would think these women would have be a little bit more picky, but they're not actually. They come across men that they're at least halfway attracted to. Because I told y'all the story about the female who told the story because she was a YouTuber. I don't know if she does it now, about how she almost had sex with a guy that she had met at a gas station. That's why she had to leave like really fast. Yo, you're live with Jaye the Black. What's going on?
What's going on, Jaye the Black? This is Sir Shy, calling out the Bay Area.
What's going on, Sir Shy?
Oh, long time no see, man. Good to be back on the broadcast. Another good broadcast.
Thanks.
Let's make it short and sweet. I think Angela C did a good job getting all the footage. That was in downtown Sac.
Yeah.
And, I mean, these feminists taking the L's, man. You know, Amber Heard lost. You know, Roe versus Wade overturned. So yeah, man, just get your legal weapons and make sure we vote this coming election 2022 and 2024.
Yep, continue that momentum. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Anyway, I just want to keep it short and sweet. You have a good weekend, Jay, and I'll catch you on the next broadcast.
All right, Sir Shy, it's good to hear from you. Take care, all right?
Take care, man. Salute.
Shout out to Sir Shy with the call in. Yeah, we got to continue the momentum because they're definitely going to use this. A lot of Democrats are going to use this to get votes. But I don't think this is going to be as strong of an issue as people want it to believe this. Yo, you're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hi, Jay. This is Angela C.
What's going on, Angela C? Here's the videographer herself.
Let me tell you, it was crazy because I was watching Grinch's live, and then I had looked up something, the Roe versus Wade protest. I'm like, okay, let me see if they're protesting. And then I see there's protesting in my city. Then my husband calls me. He's like, Angel, look. And he literally was video chatting hundreds of women in the street marching.
Wow.
I'm like, what the heck? I said, oh, heck no. So I get in my car. I actually brought my kids with me. No, they wasn't standing out there with me. But they were in the car, and then my cousin hopped in the car with me. So he stayed back with the kids around the corner. So I left them, and I started recording. And I'm like, this is crazy. They're really just out. I mean, they literally filled up the street. Like, they was all on Jaye Street.
Is that like near the center of the town, or is that like a different like a suburb?
Downtown Sacramento.
Okay.
So they left the Capitol building, and then they went all the way around Jaye Street, came all the way back towards the Capitol. So by the time I got down there, they were back at the Capitol. You know, whether we want our abortion, blah, 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 blah. So I started recording. Well, you guys didn't see because I was live. People kept calling me. I'm like, what the heck?
Wow.
So I think the live kept starting over. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I was talking at them in the beginning, so you guys didn't see that because the live was messing up. So then it started right from that point, and then towards the end, you guys see me shouting at them again, and they all looked at me. They were shocked. Like, I guess. I'm not sure why they were shocked at it, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of them out there, especially men. I was like, there's so many men out here. This is weird.
That's the thing. Like, you know, I've noticed that an increase in like these males trying to like speak up for women, and they're just doing that because a lot of these guys are just pandering so they can sleep with these women or to get a pat on the back. Some of those guys probably was dragged there by their wives and girlfriends too. So you got that element.
Oh yeah, but people had
Megan
their kids
Rapinoe
out
crying
there.
about it now on
I had got
ESPN,
actually,
loudly
I had
crying tears of joy.
I had it short,
Good.
and then I went live. So people had their children up there. There was people like there was couples, and then they had their sons and their daughters. I'm like, people got their kids out here. It's like, really? Yeah. So
they want to indoctrinate them.
So it wasn't just men and women. There was men and women, and then there were some people out there with their children holding signs.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it was good you got that on video because we need to see that type of stuff, you know, just to see what was going on. Like you said, it wasn't a huge protest, you know, but it was a protest. It just seemed like a bunch of people was just there. There was no real passion there. It seemed like, just for me, it just looked like they were just there just to be there.
Yeah, they were blocking traffic. So, like, the cops was kind of blocking traffic so that people wouldn't, you know, drive past them or drive through them. So, they was pretty much attacking all of the protesters. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, I'm about to go down there and I am about to tell them off. I don't care.
Yeah, you did too, right?
Because I did. Yeah, I don't really live far from there, so I was like, this is perfect. And I ran right into them, and I got out of my car. Downtown, you got to pay for parking. You put like two quarters in there, and then I went all the way around the corner. Yeah, I had to.
Yeah, I see you. When you turn to go walk away, was that like the end of the live?
Yeah, because where they was walking back towards, my car is back that way.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like I was pretty much done. I'm going to upload this on YouTube so people can see that they're really upset about this.
Right.
Like, to me, it's crazy. It's like they're literally acting like this is food and water. Like, you don't need abortion. You're not going to die because you couldn't have an abortion.
Right.
Like, this is crazy.
They don't do no
But
research.
yeah, they really were. And then there were so many females out there. I don't know if you can really see some of them, but there were girls with some hoochie mama clothes. They all tatted up. I mean, you could tell they're straight liberal. Some of them look real dirty. Like they just
Tell
rolled
you,
out
they
of
had
bed.
some
They
people
didn't
from
take a
Skid
shower
Row
for a
out there,
week.
man. They bust in some people from Skid
Oh,
Row.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I was like, did you guys just roll out of bed? Like some folks look really dirty. I'm telling you, like they look like they haven't taken a bath in 2 weeks.
Man,
I'm not even joking.
I think
They're
half them
out
people
there.
was homeless. They ain't had nothing else to do, man. They was homeless. They had nothing else to do.
Yeah, but they all kind of turned and looked at me and they were like shocked. But they didn't say that specifically, but they were shocked. Like, is she against us? Because out here it's so liberal. Like everybody's liberal out here, so it's kind of shocking if there's somebody going against everyone.
Especially black people. They think they control black people.
Yeah, I literally hate out here, but I'm still here because my husband doesn't want to leave, and I'm like, why? I want to move away from this place. It's crazy.
Yeah, I would say you might want to, because it's only going to get worse out there in California. But
oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
but even though I personally know several black women that are like pro-abortion. Ain't no black women out there.
Yeah, I've seen
a lot
that.
of
Ain't no
white
black
women
women out there.
and some other races, but no, Negroes don't have time.
No, that's a white liberal thing. All that's a white liberal thing, white female liberal thing.
Yeah, it really is. I'm like, I'm the only black person. Good. I was actually kind of glad about that. I don't need to see us out there.
Yeah, it's a good thing we weren't, because it ain't our fight. You know what we say? It ain't our fight. Except for on social media, right? Except for on social media, you know?
Yeah, but that's what I wanted to say. So, no, I wasn't out there by myself. I was, but I wasn't. Like, I kind of left them, like my cousin, a dude, it's a dude, not a female. He's totally against abortion, so he's all at the corner shouting on some stuff. I don't know, but I am far away from them. So even if something was to happen, I'm technically still by myself. But me, I don't really care, because that's just how I am. I'm very bold.
Yeah, you was bold out there. I will say that, man. You was bold out there, man, because you could, because things could have gone a different way, but it didn't. So that's good.
Yeah, there was so many cops out there. That's probably why they didn't really do anything. But knowing crazy liberals, they don't care about the cops. No. But it was a lot of police. It was crazy.
Well, that's probably why. No, you go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I was just saying that's probably why they did. Probably why, but like I said, they don't really care about cops. Maybe they didn't want to pick on the only black girl out there, and then you got the news. There was this black girl getting jumped, all these racist whites. It's just when it looked right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were just in shock that you would like how dare she speak against us? They think they own black people,
Like their face was shocked. They were like, "What the heck?" They all turned and looked at me, and I said, "Boom."
And then you said it. You said a couple different times, like unless they didn't know that they heard you, so you had to make sure that they heard you, right?
Yep. Yeah, I did. I really did. I did, because it's ridiculous. Women are acting as if they're bringing back chastity belts, and you know what I'm saying? You got to be a virgin till you're married. Like, they're just so dramatic, and I think their dramaticness is what irritates me. It's like, why are we doing all this?
They want to blame religion too. They want to blame religion. I don't think it was more religion as it's just common sense, for the Supreme Court. It's like, this shouldn't even be our issue. It should be a state issue.
Right. Right, but yeah, there was a lot of them out there. And from what I've seen on the news, there was protests probably in like a lot of states, so it wasn't just here. I'm like, wow, people are really going crazy.
Yeah, and I think it's coordinated too, because I don't think the reaction is as bad as it because of the leak. I think kind of softened it this time. But it's still gonna make people do crazy things. That's why I say people should protect themselves. If any of these weirdos want to go and try to bother people like they did in 2020, approaching people at restaurants and things of that nature. You know, people need to protect themselves, and people need to be able to stand up to these people if they want to act crazy like that again.
True. It was nice talking to you, Jaye.
All right. Well, I'm glad you called in, Angela, and sent me the video too. All right. Appreciate it. Okay.
All right.
All right, bye. Shout out to Angela C, man. Shout out to her. She brought that amazing video clip that I played earlier. Yeah, man. We can't let this year or next year, because y'all know next year is gonna be crucial. That's the presidential race is going to be happening next year. They're going to do all types of shit. That's why I say protect yourselves. And we ain't going to have a repeat of 2020. People are not just going to allow you to destroy their property and not fight back. You losers got another thing coming. I think Kyle Rittenhouse kind of put the fear into them that people will shoot back if you shoot at them or if you try to menace them. That's why they wanted him, in jail so badly for shooting those weirdos. And again, you can go look up why I call those guys weirdos. But we ain't going to have, or we shouldn't have a repeat of 2020. That's not going to happen this year or next year. But yeah, those police was out there to, those people, they respect the police, I bet you, out there. Because those cops probably wasn't going to play any games with them. Those cops probably were not going to play any games with them. I appreciate everybody being here. I think that's it for the calls, man. But shout out to everybody that's here. Thank y'all for being here. Like the stream if you haven't. This is a good stream. I love the audience. I love the energy. This topic to me, it falls in the categories of we shouldn't care and we should have other things to discuss. So other things to discuss. Importance, it's not that important. We need to focus on things that are important, okay? Instead of things that are not important, okay? Yeah, people need to go Kyle Rittenhouse on these people. If you got weirdos in black masks calling themselves Antifa, trying to destroy your property, your business, then we need more of these Kyle Rittenhouses out there. Especially if they are defending themselves. I'm not saying you should go and try to attack people, but in defense of yourself, you need to protect yourself at all costs. That's what the Second Amendment is about. You have to be able to protect yourself and not let these weirdos intimidate you into living in fear. Let them live in fear. Let them know what it's like to have consequences for their actions, right? And also, you heifers need to stop sleeping with men who you don't know like that to the point to where you have to get an abortion. Stop sleeping with your married supervisor. You end up getting pregnant by him, and you have to get an abortion. Stop sleeping with your sister's husband or your friend's husband. Because y'all, they're not attracted to single men. Those men got to be in relationships. Stop sleeping with taken men and getting pregnant, okay? Stop screwing 2 or 3 different men at the same time and not knowing who the father is, okay? Accountability need to be had. All right, people, I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the moderators, the channel members, the Patreons, the donators tonight. I appreciate y'all, the callers. Thank you. Y'all have a good and great Y'all have a great weekend, And I'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Good night, and y'all take care.